Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your I Am Enough reading for my Capricorn collective. Any major Capricorn placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're gonna do something a little bit different today, Capricorn. We're gonna talk about how you can channel your divine gifts, see what messages need to come through. I'm using the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue. I'm also using the Star Seed Oracle deck along with the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. We're going to clarify with the Aquarian Tarot since we're kind of getting grounded in the age of Aquarius. And then I will get you a closing message with the Archangel Gabriel deck. So we're going to tap into your potential, something about yourself that you need to know, any gifts that you possess, how you can stay more present in each moment, and how you can kind of sync up with your talents and your skills and be more in harmony with your higher self, and how you can kind of embrace this cosmic ascension dance with all of these energies. So Capricorn, let's get started and see what 3 cards need to come through for you with the Life Purpose deck. We're going to get a card to describe your potential. Crystals, beautiful. We're going to get a card that's going to tell you something exceptional about yourself. Children, beautiful, beautiful energies. And let's see an ancient gift that you possess with the Life Purpose deck. An ancient gift that Capricorn possesses. There we go. Spiritual teacher. Wow, very powerful energy. Bottom of the deck, nutrition. So maybe you need to get your health in check. Maybe part of your healing work is to embrace high quality nutrition, get grounded in nutrition. I do think there's major potential for you when it comes to your connection to crystals, gemstones. And crystals are a channel for energy healing work. I'm a huge fan of crystals. I spend thousands and thousands of dollars on gemstones and crystals. Those that know me know I work very closely with the crystals every day. So maybe a big part of your life purpose is working with children, helping children, teaching children, helping them heal, helping them embrace their own divine channeling gifts. And perhaps maybe it's time to explore some spiritual teaching. I do believe you can heal others with the knowledge that you've gained throughout your life's journey. And maybe it's time to explore putting some healing classes out there, or some sessions of some sort, or maybe seminars, webinars of some sort, because I kind of feel your life purpose definitely involves some healing work with crystals, along with teaching. And you think about it, we are here to teach these children a better way, because you know, the way the world has been working, it hasn't really been working out that great. So we're kind of here to be these trailblazers and these new earth leaders. And perhaps it's time to explore some teaching work of some sort, especially when it comes to children. So let's see what else needs to come through with the Work Your Light Oracle deck. We're going to see how you can be more present in each moment and how you can be more in sync with your talents and skills. So how can Capricorn be more present in each moment? Do something to change your energy. You are encouraged to just dance with life. Put the music on and flow. Tap into those beautiful creative juices. Get that sacral chakra moving around. How can you be more in sync with your talents and your skills? I do think you are encouraged to tap into some Akashic records, to spend some time in meditation, and to trust that the guidance that you receive is divinely guided by your ancestors, by your angelic team. And how can you be more in harmony with your higher self? You need to answer your deep inner calling. You're being encouraged to be that warrior, to be that spiritual warrior, and to answer that deep calling on your heart. Bottom of the deck, boundaries. Perhaps it's time to get them firm boundaries in place. Where do you need to establish better boundaries in your life? Where have people walked all over you? Because you have to be in control of your inner temple, your inner vessel, your outer foundations. And when you tune into the portal of your heart, Capricorn, that's when you can see clearly where you need to establish better boundaries in your life. So I do think you've been receiving a lot of divinely inspired, guided actions to take. And if you want to shift your energy, then you're going to have to make that conscious change. So I do think exploring some crystal work is really going to benefit you. But let's see how you can flow more freely with this cosmic universal dance of these ascension energies. We're going to get you 3 cards from the Star Seed Oracle deck. I think you got to learn how to be human in the world, because you're really not from here, and we're just here, you know, to embrace this human existence. So if you've been in isolation, I think you're encouraged to embrace more physical connections, maybe getting involved in the community, maybe some volunteer work with children, and you are being asked to surrender, to, you know, tap into that very high quality Venus feminine energy, and to restore a sense of pleasure and joy in your life, Capricorn. How can you make love to life again? Bottom of the deck. Stop micromanaging. That's interesting. Scorpio got that one, I believe. So where are you trying to micromanage the universe? Because we are never, ever in control. The divine is always in control. You know, we do have our own free will on the journey. But when we try to micromanage every little thing, that's when we create all kinds of blockages, all kinds of, you know, energetic blocks when it comes to embracing this flow. So surrender. What do you need to surrender to when it comes to any control factors in your life? If you're trying to control a situation, get ready for that to get blown out of the water, because you can't keep micromanaging the universe. And maybe it's time to do that deep dive, to tap into that inner child again, to do some inner child healing and get back to a place of innocence. Usually we all go through a traumatic event as a child. It doesn't matter how amazing our parents were. We all have something in childhood that kind of pushes down all of our rare talents, all of our rare gifts. And maybe there's a need to go into some inner child healing in order to find your true authentic expression that got stuffed down in childhood. So maybe that's why your life purpose involves helping children. When you figure out how to heal that first core wound, then you can help others heal theirs. So I do think you're a conduit of energy when it comes to healing work. And I do think you've learned some very valuable lessons that you're being asked to bring teachings into the collective with. So have you answered your deepest calling? What is that stirring on the heart that's tugging at you when it comes to your purpose, when it comes to what it is that you're here to be devoted to for your life purpose? Because you've been receiving guidance through the Akashic records, whether this is in dream space or meditation or third eye visions. And maybe it's time to just dance with life once again. So let's start clarifying some of these energies, Capricorn. We're going to get 3 clarifiers for the crystal energy. 9 of Rods, Knight of Cups, Tower. I think maybe it's time to break down any false beliefs about romance in your life. I think maybe you've been in a romantic delusion of some sort of situation, a false foundation. Maybe you're dealing with, you know, somebody that comes in with a cup of love, but they really don't have much to offer. And maybe it's time to go into that core inner childhood wound. Maybe it's time to heal a childhood pattern when it comes to a father wound or a mother wound. You know, the Knight isn't quite fully mature yet. So maybe you've not really experienced true love in your life, and there's something needing to break down false. And there's going to be a lot of illumination, and maybe you're going to have to make a final judgment call. And I think working with the crystals might give you that extra oomph to break free from a false foundation, because you're here to be a conscious co-creator with the universe. And I think you're receiving a divinely guided idea when it comes to breaking down anything false, when it comes to your channels of love opening up. So let's look at this children energy. 6 of Swords. Maybe you're here to teach people how to heal their inner child wounds. We get the 6 of Cups, which is childhood energy. 6 of Swords, King of Cups. Maybe you did have a father that didn't know how to properly love you, and maybe that's part of you helping children evolve. I do think, you know, you're learning to leave the past behind and to really open up your heart. I think you're really learning how to unearth all of this toxicity in order for you to, you know, restore a sense of balance in your life. I do think you have a lot of love for children, and I think maybe a big part of your purpose and channeling your divine gifts is teaching people how to instill firm boundaries and how to walk away from confusion and dissatisfaction in their life. How to teach people how to break through the illusion and to go through a period of healing in order for children to really embrace their authentic truth. So let's look at this spiritual teaching energy. All right, we get the Star reversed, the Fool, the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Rods. So maybe you're here to teach people how to break free from the darkness, how to break free from the dark night of the soul, and to take that leap of faith in a new direction. You know, when we reach the Fool, we've learned a lot of lessons and we've mastered how to leave past baggage in the past. So I think maybe a big part of you being a teacher is teaching people how to leave situations behind that make you feel emotionally bankrupt, that drain your energy, that make you feel depleted and left out in the cold, in order to have that union of self. When we come into alignment and union of self, that's when we can drop all of our defenses and release anything in our false programming that isn't working when it comes to these new earth energies. But I do think pay attention to your nutrition skills at this point in time. The cleaner we eat, the easier it is to receive these messages that are being divinely guided. So let's look into this dance with life energy. Justice, Ace of Cups, Chariot, beautiful. So, you know, I feel the universe is really working with you to get you to open up your heart, to get you to do something different and to change your energy, to break free from any negative childhood patterns, to leave that behind once and for all, to leave all lack mentality, victim mentality behind. And maybe you've got some Libra in your chart or Cancer in your chart, but I think as you kind of balance out your inner masculine and feminine energies and really open up your heart to forward movement and going towards victory and success and leaving behind anybody that's deceived you, anybody that's, you know, confused you or left you in a foggy energy, and walking away from all past deception, all challenges, that's when you can kind of dance with life again and have that victory and success. So I feel there's definitely a need to balance out your energies to restore a sense of justice in your life. And when it comes to these Akashic record energies, you are being shown clearly what it is that you need to do in order to have that celebration, in order to have wish fulfillment. And that's your energy with the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Nine of Cups, and then we get the Three of Cups. So you're being divinely guided towards everything you've prayed for, everything you've wished for, and maybe it's time to go out and have some fun with some friends again, because I think maybe you've been spending a lot of time in isolation, and maybe you need that physical connection with other like-minded souls to kind of get you to open up to all of this fresh heart-centered energy. And I do feel you're being asked to nurture yourself, mother yourself, know your worth and know your value, and hold on to that. And don't let any third-party interference strip you of your worth and your value, because you are a warrior. And maybe you're needing to address toxic patterns, codependencies. I think you've been in hermit mode, going within, learning, you know, how to break free from toxic people, places, and things, and how to, you know, find your independence again, and to break free from codependencies and any missed opportunities from the past that were not equal and were not balanced. When you can shift that mental perspective, then you can help others shift their perspective too. So have you answered your deepest calling, Capricorn? Let's see. Have you answered your deepest calling? I don't think you have. I think you're kind of at the crossroads, and I think you're kind of putting a major cycle to bed. You're closing out a major cycle of deception, betrayal, manipulation. There's a lot being illuminated about your deepest calling. And maybe you're going to have to make a very important decision coming up here as something comes to a close. I think you've been juggling on the fence when it comes to really embracing the fact that you truly are enough. And I think you're quickly going to cut people, places, and things out of your life so you can move forward towards abundance. I think you're going through a major death energy, and this death energy is part of you channeling these gifts. So perhaps it's time to let the old die away once and for all, and to lay down these past burdens of manipulation, power struggle, argumentative conflicts, because you need to get better boundaries in your life if you are to embrace this illumination of your heart's calling. So let's look at this earth energy. Two of Cups, King of Pentacles. We got a true pair on the board. So when you know your worth and you know your value, that's when you can call in somebody of equal reciprocal energy. I think you deeply do want a soulmate connection, and you do want your happily ever after. So if you've been hiding in the house, Mr. Right ain't gonna come and knock on the door and say, hey, are you in there? You kind of got to get out there and socialize. So when you surrender to this rebirth process and you really make love to life again, that's when a lot of truth is going to come forward about what it is that you need to work on. And when you can figure out how to heal past heartbreaks and how to walk away from all of these dissatisfying situations, then maybe it's your job to help others learn how to find their purpose and what it is that they need to do to work on themselves. I think get ready to do some deep work, some research, some digging. Maybe it's time to really embrace the healing journey and remove these blocks, because you're being asked to be that conscious co-creator. If you want unlimited abundance in your life, you have to choose to create that. So I feel you're learning a valuable lesson when it comes to your gifts and doing the work and removing blocks. And maybe a big part of your teaching is to teach people how to heal their heart, how to leave the past behind, and how to go after wish fulfillment. So let's get you one last message with the Archangel Gabriel deck, Capricorn. What else does Capricorn need to know when it comes to this I Am Enough reading? What else does Capricorn need to know? We get 2 cards. Editor. And clear communication, authenticity. So you have to really trust that your real self is always enough. And if somebody doesn't like you for who you truly are, then that's not your person. Those aren't your people. And maybe you need to get those boundaries in place, Capricorn. God created you divinely perfect just the way you are. And you always have the strength to break free from any negative situation. So maybe writing is part of your creative support. Maybe journaling and writing is really going to open up the flow of these Akashic energies that are coming through. And if you don't ask for what you want, then you're not going to be able to get it. So mastering clear communication with yourself, clear communication with God source and with others will really help you clear up any misunderstandings. And this will really speed up the process of your ascension journey. And that's what I got for you, Capricorn. I hope this reading helped. I hope it resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin flame reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.